The board will take up all that was being done if it goes through, but most importantly, we don't go to what we have seen in SHA, that I'm a member of NHIF, and then when I transit to SHA, I have to register afresh. Honorable Speaker, the transition is very clear that you continue.
This bill actually is a bill that we must appeal to our colleagues to actually support this bill, and when it comes to the Committee of the Whole House, we'll make amendments, but it's a bill that we need to anchor our social protection programs on. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Member for Laikipia East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I rise to support this bill. It is timely. And we all note that we have been having social protection programs across. And for the first time, with this bill, there will be order. You note that this bill, if you look at Section 7, where we are establishing a board, it means that for the first time, there will be order, there will be predictability, consistency, and the dignity of those members of society who are beneficiaries will now be taken care of. When you look at those people who are supposed to benefit, and especially the elderly, these are people who have served this nation. These are people who have laid the foundation of the nation, served us very well, and now they are in that age whereby we need to take care of them. But what is happening these days is that if you look at the societies, the burden that they are still shouldering, the responsibilities, because anything that happens in the society, they are the ones who look upon beyond so that we can have solutions. Progress will be made that will ensure that there is proper payment, there is proper identification, there is predictability, and there will be dignity for our people. I beg to support.
Member for Kwanza.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to put in my word to support this bill. Mr. Speaker, this is a very serious case. There are very many vulnerable people out there. And it's actually, you go to the streets today, you see the vulnerable people out there. There are those parentless children who are born and thrown to the streets, the disabled, those who have no jobs. And I drive around, I walk around the streets, and I said, is this the Kenya that I am born in? Is it a country that I'm supposed to be part of the leadership of this country? Mr. Speaker, I think we should do something as a parliament today to pass this motion and act on it yesterday.
Member for Nambale.
There are people vulnerable. There are very elderly people who cannot even attend to their farms. They have no children. They have nobody to support them so that they can farm and have food on their table. But there was no means through which the government was going to come in and help them. Yes, I know that the government has tried through the Inua Jamii program, but even this particular program was not mopping out all vulnerable members of our society together. Mr. Speaker, we also have the people living with disability. In Nambale constituency, I know of a family that has 5 children of the members of the family that are disabled. And none of them have even a single wheelchair, Mr. Speaker. So when we have such a bill that is creating a register for all vulnerable members of our society, it becomes easy to identify them, know them, and reach out where they are, so that these particular members of our society can also feel happy. They can feel to be Kenyans, just like any other people, members of our society.
Thank you. Member for Nyatike. Honorable Dege, this is your chance.
What kind of people do we need to help implement this good idea up to the lowest level possible? That identification criteria, if we get the right people, who can be charged with the responsibility to ensure that everybody within our society who are qualified are rightly identified at the right time and are given the opportunity to be served by the board. I think this is going to be the fairest thing we are going to experience as a country. And Honorable Speaker, allow me to join my colleagues in supporting this bill. I thank you.
Member for Nakuru Town East.
It also talks about non-Kenyan citizen which requires an emergency. And Honorable Speaker, that is key, because sometimes you might find you are not a Kenyan, but you are here and there is an emergency, and this bill has taken care of that issue. The board will take up all that was being done if it goes through, but most importantly, we don't go to what we have seen in SHA, that I'm a member of NHIF, and then when I transit to SHA, I have to register afresh. Honorable Speaker, the transition is very clear that you continue.
Member for Unyanjes.
Going to what the Honorable Kujuri said, Honorable Speaker, even as we think of how to support these senior citizens and those that deserve this form of support, it's good to think of how we can support them to have extra income, because I do not think that it is sustainable, because the money that we give them is money drawn from the taxpayers. It is the people of Kenya that contribute this money in form of taxes. How about if we are able to enable or facilitate these people to make some extra money from what they do? Because you realize that a number of them have some pieces of land where they can do some basic farming. They can keep a cow, they can keep a goat. Some have some few coffee bushes, some have some few tea bushes. How about if we ensure that they can get more money from what they do?